MD Promotions.
Well, hola Tucson, and welcome to the Clarke and Tim
and Clarke
show. And once again, we're going to be talking about local music in Arizona, Tucson specifically, sometimes Phoenix. And I'm Clarke, and this is Tim.
Yep. Basically, in case you haven't seen the show before, it's going to be broad-based locally. Everything from the record producer to the concert promoter, from the local bedroom DJ to Authority Zero.
Yeah, basically, we're looking to get viewers from both the fan base and musicians alike. We're going to be having people on the show. Who do we have today? We have Dustin Sharp.
Dustin Sharp from the band
Trend Velocity.
Yep.
Trend Velocity. I've been playing with that guy for a little bit. He just stopped in to say hello today, and we'll be talking to him a little bit later. What else do we have going on today?
Well, we want to tell you guys about some local shows that you can check out here in Tucson. If you're into music, which I'm sure you are if you're watching the show, because there's a lot of talent that Arizona has to offer. Clarke, what do we have for some local shows to check out?
Oh, local shows that are coming up. Let's see. Well, everybody's got to go see Metalhead every Tuesday night at City Limits. It's pretty much a staple band.
Yep. In case you haven't heard of Metalhead, what's a song that they do? You know, shock to the heart, and you're too late saying you give love a bad name.
They do a lot of covers, but they're a lot of fun to go see.
Awesome
another
band.
staple band is Neon Prophet, Saturday and Thursdays at Chicago Bar.
Kind of a reggae band, aren't they?
Yeah, of course they're a reggae band. If you didn't know that, then why are you watching this show? Yeah. Oh yeah, because you didn't know that. Neon Prophet, like I said, is a Saturdays and Thursdays at Chicago Bar.
Yep. And
what else do we have coming up, Tim?
After that, we have the Versus the Mirror, Goodbye Tomorrow, and Yesterday's Rising, who are going to be playing at Club Congress on December 30th. Yeah. Which is pretty exciting. The Daring Few, if you haven't seen them yet, they're a really awesome local band. They have a couple shows coming up. They are playing December 30th at Plush and January 4th at Club Congress.
It's the same drummer from
Fate.
Yeah, you were telling me that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, awesome guy. No, it's a good guy. Really talented musician. And then, of course, we're going to be taking a road trip up to Phoenix to support local talent Worm, who you saw on our last show. We featured a CD from them. They're playing.
Yeah, they weren't on our last show.
No, but we feature a CD January 6th at Chasers. Yeah, we'll be featuring them soon. But we talked about one of their CDs. They're going to be playing January 6th at Chasers in Phoenix for Euphoric Productions. I think they're playing with Seed, C-E-D-E, another Phoenix band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And that's Worm. Worm is a rock band in Tucson.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, they're very good. They put on some awesome shows. So
right on. I got to go check those guys out.
They're very good.
Okay.
All right, and then the next part of the show is for questions.
We didn't get any questions.
No, but the show hasn't aired yet. I mean, you're watching it, but this is only our second show, and first one hasn't quite aired to when we're taping it right now.
By the way, if this is a rerun, then happy friggin' New Year.
Yeah, happy New Year. But if you have questions for the bands or for us or anything that we can do, go to the website listed on the screen below, email us, and we will answer them. If you have hate mail, send it to us.
Send us stuff. Send us stuff now. We need stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Tucson stuff.
Tucson music and things. Email us, write us. We'll appreciate it. So we don't have any questions.
No. Do you have any questions? No. I don't have any questions.
No. All right.
Okay, on to the next topic.
On to the next topic of the show.
Man. I mean, other than, like, how the heck you doing, Tim?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's great.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's right. You went to a show this week. Neon Prophet.
Yeah, I went down to last Saturday. I saw Neon Prophet play at the Chicago Bar. They were awesome.
Yeah, I've seen those guys like 20 million times.
Yeah,
they've been in Tucson forever. They're pretty much a signature band of Tucson for reggae scene.
Staple band, as you like to call them.
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Pretty cool. They did a bunch of covers. They did some Bob Marley. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Yeah. And then they did some Eric Clapton.
I hear they have a pretty decent keyboardist.
Yeah.
They recently changed their keyboardist.
Yeah. You were supposed to play for him once.
No. They called me, but I was working.
No,
so I actually haven't played with those guys. I want to play with those guys. If you're watching, I'll jam with you guys sometime. So
yeah, because you're a local keyboardist. They did Marvin Gaye, "Let's Get It On," and mixed it with some Shaggy Bombastic for the little reggae appeal. That was cool. My
roommate Warren, actually, what's up, Warren? He likes to like crank that song at like 2 in the morning.
Bombastic or
no, "Let's Get It On" by Marvin Gaye, and he's got this spinning chair, and he just sits there in his room and spins around and sings it. And there's a dog. Who really cares? But hey, Warren, just wanted to talk about that. I just think that's hilarious.
And then and they did "Leaving on a Jet Plane." That's Janis Joplin, isn't it?
Yeah, that's an old Janis Joplin
really good reggae cover, and
yeah, that's what you'd call a standard, actually. I think.
They anyway, if you want to check out any of the shows, they play every Thursday and Saturday at Chicago Bar. You can go to chicagobartucson.com and check out that.
Another good band that plays there is Bad News Blues Band, which is like one of my all-time favorite bands here in Tucson. I can't get enough of those guys. They're always playing really good music, and every once in a while you might catch the Rowdies over there too. Shout out to the Rowdies. They're just an awesome band, and a lot of times if you go see those guys, somebody from the audience that they just know will come up and sing with them. It's just a really good experience to go check those guys out.
It's kind of like that when watching Neon Prophet. They had a bunch of people, a bunch of friends and everything get on stage while they were playing and actually rap over some of the reggae
I didn't know
beats
they were
and
doing
everything.
rap. I've never seen them do rap.
Yeah, it was cool, and it was kind of interesting because at the very beginning of the set, you're just sitting there drinking some Red Stripe. And they're doing
have to do that.
You're doing that. You have to while you're watching them.
Gambling on some pool
and it's just a really chill atmosphere. You're sitting there drinking Red Stripe, and you're listening to some Bob Marley. Get up stand up for your rights. I'm singing on the show today.
It's a musical show.
Yeah, and it was really cool. And then as the evening progressed a little bit, they turned into kind of a dance, more of a dance type atmosphere, and the place got packed. And anyway, we really suggest going down there if you want to hear some. The band members they were all really involved with the crowd. They put on a really good show, and you can tell that they have a real love of their music too. They've been playing for about 20 years.
It's a bunch of good old guys. Yeah, they've been here forever, and this is their town, and I guess they're not going anywhere.
They aren't going anywhere.
Well, that's not what we mean. They're just not leaving.
Yes,
that's what we're trying to say.
They're not leaving. They're going to be playing in Tucson for a while. They're one of those kinds of bands. Nothing wrong with that. They're helping the Tucson music scene progress a little bit, but they'll probably be here for a long time. So if you miss them next week, they've been here for 20 years. They'll probably be here for 20 more. Real good guys. And then we had a couple of CD reviews we wanted to do for you.
Yeah, where are those CDs at? Oh, they're over there.
Oh, yeah. But we actually want to do Fate and Mission G.
Oh, yeah. I especially like the Mission G album. I just listened to it last couple of days. And
what's the name of it? Good
People Do Bad Things. Yeah. Good People Do Bad Things. That's an awesome CD. It's more of an EP. So if you're expecting like a long CD like I was listening to it, and I was reading a book, and I think I got to page 2 and it was over. Yeah, I'm not a very fast reader.
It was 7
tracks. Yeah.
7 tracks.
The second track. What's the name of the second track? Because it didn't have titles on the one that I had.
Vindicated.
Yeah, that was my favorite song on
the
that.
vocal constraints on it, because it's a screamo.
Yeah.
They're a screamo band, really good guys. Go to missionG.cgb.net or myspace.com/missiong. But they're screamo band. But the nice thing about Mission G is that they mix the screaming with the singing. The lead singer, Johnny, he's just amazing vocalist.
Yeah, that's especially like on that second track. You can if you listen to the CD, you can hear him go from like a standard like not operatic, but like a soprano, I guess you could say, and straight into that grunge like screaming, and he just does it like that. Like most of the CDs that I've heard from local bands, you really have to see them live. I mean, live it's just so much better. It sounded like 3 times the music that what I heard on the CD.
Yeah,
when I saw them live. Yes, I mean, especially when you're like right there in the front row. I think I mentioned that before.
We're gonna try and have them on the show soon, also. But those guys are great. I thought, I give the CD a total thumbs up. Like we were saying, go to myspace.com/missiong if you're interested in going them.